What's it like to see a rainy day in Winnipeg bring out 5,000
Yeah.
people, those lines as long as they're?
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, just the buzz around. I mean, it seems like the last couple of years, it's just, for me, I hadn't sort of experienced anything like that when all four rinks are full. And, yeah, it's great for them to connect, maybe get a chance to get an autograph, listen to guys talk, watch, an exciting, really exciting hockey game. Get to see almost everybody that's in camp play those games. It's a good opportunity for them.
What are the moments that you're charmed by? Is it the kids? Is it the shootout? Is it you yelling to do a shootout? We saw that.
Well, we were caught on the 3-hour rule, and I had Adam Lowry sitting beside me, the player rep, and the clock up there was a little faster than the one him and I were looking at. So I said, "Hey, we still got 3 minutes here." So that was the quick call. We were basing it on the time, so we got the shootout to fit in there perfect. But you know what? Just everybody was a kid one time, and you looked up to your heroes, and that's what all these kids get to do here. And if we're creating new fans for right now or the future, or maybe creating young hockey players that are going to be playing one day in the NHL, it's just great to have them all here with their family and enjoy all the different parts of FanFest.
Yeah, not to single out one guy, but a guy like Schenn, who's been in the league a long time. Like, I think he spent 25 minutes post-game just signing autographs, which kind of tells you, I mean, he gets it, right? As a pro, as a veteran guy.
Yeah, obviously, and I think that it doesn't take too much to do it. Obviously, it's for them to take that extra, like you said, 5, 10, 15 minutes to do those type of things. That's a memory for some of these kids that lasts a lifetime. So not too often over the course of the year they get that close to the players, and to see their heroes, and to see guys like that. That's a great setting.
Felt like the intensity of that scrimmage was probably where you'd like it, right? That was not a leisurely skate by any means.
Yeah, Luke had lots to do with that too. But no, it was good. That's the competitive side. The team, there was some chirping going on before the game started. So, you like that. That's, this morning we talked about, again, before we did the practice, obviously we're doing, as you saw, there's a lot of the D zone coverage and building off the battle drills the last 2 days. That was the idea, so that we went into the scrimmage, that some guys are going to be playing tomorrow. It gives them a chance to kind of get game ready. For our other guys that aren't, it's just another step towards building towards the rest of the week that's coming to camp.
What about Cole Koepke? He's been here for a week now, so kind of your thoughts on him and what you see from him going forward this year.
Yeah, I remember when obviously the free agency day, and when his name came up, we have a chance to look at video, although I do remember him in Tampa, remember him in Boston, and to see him up close here. I watched them skating last week when they're the captain skates. I'm impressed. He can moves well. He's got some bite to him, and then he also has some finish. He gets around that net, and obviously he got one there today. And we talked about our fourth line being a little heavier, a little bit more offense. He's in that role, and he's fighting for that opportunity, and like what I've seen so far.
Is there a PK potential for him? A guy like that who's going to get in there and muck it around.
Yep. He knows we've got. You guys know I like to do is it. Hopefully, guys on whether it's third or fourth lines, you're getting power play time or you're getting penalty kill time, so we can keep those minutes up. And I'm not sure how much he's done, but I know Dino's already talked to him and showed him some stuff towards that.
He's got 6 preseason games this year. That'll be the last year with that many to work with. I see you're a big fan of it. But
I don't know how I want to go on it yet.
Yeah,
it'll be very, very hard. Like, it's going to get hard where we get tomorrow's game. Some young guys get to play some games and maybe go back to junior. I don't know if we'll ever get that opportunity again. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
Could it almost become, you're seeing in the NFL, for example, where there's some vets that don't even play preseason anymore?
I don't think we'll have anybody that'll do that. Right. And there may be guys that just play one game, but most of our group wants to play too. I always talk to our veterans, 5-6 days ago, and get a little layout of, how many you want to play. We have some guys that only want to play 2. We have other guys that want to play 3. So I have one guy that wants to play 6, and I've already told him he's not playing 6, and you probably know who that is. So
Does he also want to play 82?
oh yeah, he wants to be in all of them. So no, not the goalie.
Oh,
no.
Is he very serious, man?
Yeah, he's a very serious individual.
Yeah.
And I already told him you're not playing all 6. So as much as he wants to get the rust off, but no. Anyways, the first couple, it's kind of certainly you have to have your 8 veterans. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out next year. It'll be interesting.
Scott, do you have a plan for Toews, just because it's such a unique situation? Obviously wanting to get games, but also having to pace it when you come back from just that unique.
Yeah, the biggest thing, obviously, is getting up to speed on what we do with our structure and our systems, those type of things. For all of them, not just JT, they went Thursday and Fridays had a lot of pace and battle to it, which you don't get in summer hockey. And so that was kind of get them up to that. Today had the D-zone coverage with the scrimmage involved in it. More game-like. Tomorrow will be another heavy practice. So he's getting these reps kind of as he goes, but it's also getting his timing down. He's going head-to-head against Scheif, or he's going head-to-head against Vladdy, or head-to-head against Barron. He's seeing Sandberg and P. And so he's kind of getting himself up to speed. I will tip my hand. The only time I'm going to do it is that line will probably be in Tuesday against Edmonton at home here. So that'll be kind of one of the games he gets up and running here. But I want him to kind of, we want him to play 82 games. And at the end of the day, I think just he's building towards game 1. And so everything we do with him moving forward will be, there's going to be a stretch where he's going to specialty teams, the penalty kill, the power play, different things I don't want to overload it all in one shot. So it's kind of build every day for him.
I would think if you've never seen a situation like this as a coach. Like,
Yeah.
pace it right, get him up to the system, but also get him some time.
Yeah, I think sometimes when whether it's a free agent or you make a trade or a top player comes in, you're kind of doing it. Sometimes if it's a deadline and you're doing it a lot faster. This is kind of unique, a guy that has the resume that he has, and you're just trying to, as I say, you're trying to each day help him to sort of gain confidence. Not that he needs it, but gain just feeling good about how he's playing, by recognizing how we play and system and structure, that stuff, and that's all coming. I even saw it out there. There was detailed stuff that I saw out there today that maybe last week that we had just showed it to him, he's picking up on already.
In terms of his confidence, I mean, like you say, he's probably pretty resilient mentally at this stage of his career. But at the same time, there's going to be a moment where he probably makes a read and doesn't execute it like his absolute peak. And, he's so competitive. We heard him out there today and we saw him slam a stick. How do you even go about managing the mental side of things where he's trying to become a version of himself that he's seen before?
The best part, him and I met for a couple hours in Minneapolis. I was down visiting my grandkids. I'm just going to add that in there, get my grandkids in there. But he was down there for the summer, so we met for a coffee. And he's talking to me about playing on the 4th line and doesn't want any special favors, doesn't want any, okay, right, yeah, you're going to start in the 4th. But at the end of the day, he's like, Arnie, whatever it takes, whatever you need to do. This is a restart for me, and kind of reset everything, and he's been great about it. He just said, and he said about all our coaches, like, if you got stuff to show me, and it's different. Even the game, the 2.5 years, and we always talk about the NHL, how it changes, and it was fast when he left the last time, and now it's even faster. Maybe some just kind of way teams play are a little bit different than the last time he was here. The way we play is probably a lot different than the way Chicago played. So he's just a sponge. Honestly, he's such a great individual, and so determined and so driven, but he's a sponge right now. He just wants to keep showing me, keep talking to me, keep telling me what I need to do. And so I haven't had that chance where I haven't to scream at him or anything like that, but I don't think I have to go down that road.
Just a housekeeping one on Adam. Obviously, 2 of the rinks have been converted into non-rinks right now, and you guys have been using the 2 with 3 sessions. So has Adam been able to skate?
He was on this morning.
He was
Yeah, he was out before us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And is Kieran Walton skating yet?
No.
Or no?
No,
So-
he's on the bike, but that's just.
Do you foresee, there's still 2 weeks of camp left, might Adam join the group at some point, or no? He'll be,
As much as he's going to try to get out and
Yes.
sneak out there, no.
he won't
No.
don a disguise?
No,
or-
he's still,
Yeah.
like, he's into shooting. He is shooting, handling pucks, He's doing movement, a little stronger, heavier movement stuff. But yeah, no, there's I have a date of November 1st. He might have it about 2 weeks earlier than me, but we'll see when it gets there. This will be all based on something that we need this to be a hip that lasts for a long time. We don't need to rush him back, and then all of a sudden we get to have a setback.